happy to exciting to welcome you all for this 300th meeting of Madras Social Club. This is really a historical event. As a part of the team, we are very happy and exciting to welcome you all. Without much wasting time, I am handing over the session to Presiding Officer Toastmaster Srinivasan.
Thank you, starting it off. I hope I am audible at the people at the back. Am I audible?
Yes.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 300th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. Thank you all for turning out in large numbers in spite of the heavy rain and the beautiful day. Thanks. And let's give a big round of applause. Today is a special day, not only because it's the 300th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club, but I think today the guests outnumber the members. So it's only appropriate that we start off by and pass on the mic. So if you guys can introduce yourself, that would be great.
My name is Jason. I'm so happy to come to this meeting. Here is meeting, which is a historic meeting. I'm waiting to have an interview.
Thanks for that. By introducing yourself, just tell your name so that people can relate.
My name is Srinidhi. I'm studying 6th standard. I'm excited to see the meeting which is going to be held here. I'm this daughter of R. Sheshadri. I expect that it will be a grand meeting.
So after a long time, we wanted to come here. So it's so nice to see
friends, fellow Toastmasters. So I'm waiting to join Toastmasters again, and it's a comeback for me. Thanks.
Hey everybody, I'm first SR Philip, ex-charter member of the Large Toastmasters, continuing CS.
Thanks once again for turning out in large numbers. So I came to the city 30 years back. So when I came, one of the most enduring memories of the city was the movie Omar Munda. So Omar Munda at that time we ran for 300 days. So I mean we used to celebrate every day that movie ran. So it was so exciting. So after Omar Munda, Kayamat Se Kayamat came, we ran for a year. Dirwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge came, ran for a year. Right, it all ran for years. But after if you see, movies don't run for a year because it's difficult to sustain the tempo. Right? Many a times it's very easy to start, but it's extremely difficult to sustain the tempo. That's one of the challenges that we have. Right? But Madras Toastmasters has been running for the last 300 weeks. Right? Last 300 weeks we have been meeting in this forum and creating leaders and great communications. So it's a tremendous achievement. So on this day, I'd like to recognize 3 sets of people. Starting off with the founders. So we have the privilege to have 2 founders today. Toastmaster Menon, G2 and Dr. Trinal Rao. Give a round of applause to all the founders because they are the ones who started this in the first place. The next set of people that I would like to acknowledge is the past presidents of this club. Again, DTM Trinal Rao has been our past president. So we are privileged to have 2 more past presidents of this club in our premises today. First is Toastmaster Pat. The next is Toastmaster Ashok. And last but not the least, a captain is as good as the team, right? A club is as good as its members. So let's give a big round of applause to all the members. So when this 300 meeting was coming, DTM Dr. Rao was asking me, how are you going to celebrate this meeting? So 2 questions came into my mind. The first question was obviously the question that he asked, how are you going to celebrate? The second question that came to my mind is, why do we need to celebrate? So how many of you think that we don't need to celebrate? Events like 300 meeting, New Year's Day, birthday. How many of you think we don't need to celebrate? Raise your hands. Good. So we have a lot of positive people. But what celebration does? Okay, great. So I happened to read some articles on why we need to celebrate. So basically what sociologists and psychologists say, there are 3 reasons why we need to celebrate. One, celebration is a positive distraction. In day-to-day life we are plagued with a lot of problems. So when you start celebrating, you put the problems to rest and it's a positive diversion. Right? That's one reason why we need to celebrate. The second reason why we need to celebrate is celebration gives you a sense of accomplishment. That day you reflect back on what you did and it gives you the confidence to look forward to the future. That's the second reason why people say we need to celebrate. Another reason why people say that we need to celebrate is because celebration brings in so much of positive energy. What you sow you reap. Right? If you sow in a lot of positive energy, the outcome that you get is also positive. Right? Oprah Winfrey was a great media person in the US. She had this great quote about celebrations. What she says is the more you celebrate in life, there is more in life to celebrate. In the sense that more you celebrate, more positive energy you generate. There are more positive things happening in life. So that's the reason why I thought that okay, we need to celebrate 300th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club and we need to celebrate in a grand fashion, in a setup which is outside of the club because we are used to meeting within the club and we also should have the family members, the extended team of Madras Toastmasters in this premise. So on that note, today we are going to have a lot of celebrations. let me introduce quickly the Master of Celebrations or the Master of Ceremonies for today. He is none other than the Vice President Public Relations of Madras Toastmasters, and it's a sort of homecoming for Toastmaster Anup, because when he landed up in Chennai a few years back, he landed up in the same hotel. So today it's again coming back to the same hotel. Kind of a homecoming for Toastmaster Anup. Please join me.
Thank you, Chief. Hello, everybody. Very good evening to all of you. Please, have some energy in the evening. We just started. Very good evening to all of you. Great. Let's give a good round of applause to everybody. On behalf of Madras Toastmasters Club, I extend a very warm and hearty welcome to each and every member of the family of the Toastmasters Club. And I am really thankful to the family members who actually allow us 2 hours on every Sunday. Despite the fact that it's an interesting fact that I'm dancing. It's an interesting fact because my wife always used to complain, you don't even shave on Sundays. And since you have joined Madras Toastmasters Club, you get dressed well, formally dressed, and happily smiling. But anyway, I believe this kind of anxiety must be having all the spouses of the Madras Toastmasters Club. But definitely, we are thankful to you that you are allowing us to these 2 hours on every Sunday to come to the club. And as Srini mentioned, it's a milestone meeting for us. We have completed 300 meetings today. And let's take the evening forward, as Srinidha has already raised the bar by calling it a grand success. We have to make it a grand success, and I assure you that this evening will be an unforgettable, for sure. We are in the festive season. I wrote something, please allow me to read it. We are in the festive season of Diwali. How do you celebrate Diwali in Chennai? Diwali Pathasa Padapadu Vedi Papam. Was it right? Diwali Pathasa Padapadu Vedi Papam. Crackers, yes.
First.
Yes. First. Thank you. Okay, so today we gather today to celebrate. But what is the meaning of celebration? Can anybody throw light? What is the meaning of celebration? Anybody?
Enjoy.
Enjoy?
Eating.
Great, yes. Eating. Sharing. Yes. We all join together. Remember the question, yes. Get together. We definitely remember Dr. Toastmaster Shira Madam today. We are really missing him. He should have been with us today. Yes, celebration is an act of joining together, spread joy, happiness. Because nobody is serious. I've never seen a celebration where somebody is sitting seriously like. And it involves excitement, invokes taste buds, like somebody said, food. You try new dishes, clothes, electronics, and of course, our famous goddess Lakshmi. She receives a billion invitations on this day, on the day of Diwali. Moving ahead with the proceedings of today's event, I would like to invite Toastmaster Priyadarshini to start the event with an invoking song by Toastmaster Priyadarshini and the future Toastmaster Akshay. Please stay.
Our व्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलकृजेत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलकृजेत्रीं जननीं पृथिवीं कामदुःखास्ये जननीं पृथिवीं कामदुःखास्ते जनको देवः सकलदयाळु जनको देवः सकलदयाळु दाम्यतदत्त दयत्वं जनता दाम्यतदत्त दयत्वं जनता श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकलजनानाम्.
Thank you, Toastmaster Leadership. It was really a touching song. Today's event will be in 3 parts. We will be starting with a storytelling contest, followed by medley by the members of the Madras Toastmasters Club, which will be followed by one quick quiz organized for the club members and the family members of the club. To start with the storytelling contest, we are going to invite Srinidhi, can you walk towards that bowl? You see there's a small bowl. Just pick up any one slip. Oh, she said my father.
Have you written my father?
It's written Toastmaster Shishadri. Thank you, Srinidhi. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just take you through the rules of the contest. We have organized this storytelling contest. The rules are very simple. Stories can be original, imaginative, or known stories. If it is a known story, you have to customize and reimagine in a different way. Use vivid imagery and voice to enhance the tale. Story should be positive and should carry a lesson or moral. Time limit for the story is 5 to 7 minutes. And please allow me to welcome Toastmaster Shishadri to start the contest. Toastmaster Shishadri is working as a general manager with Camp Sympository. He is fond of watching cricket, reading books, and his hobby is Toastmasters Club. So, let's welcome Toastmaster Shishadri.
Ready fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am very privileged to be part of this favorite meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. As also taking my efforts to do some contribution towards the contest today. There was a lot of effort to do this storytelling, but I thought some real life stories would be better to do that. So I start storytelling. I'm talking about a boy who was born in a very orthodox family and was having a lot of enthusiasm in his early days. But that early days were not very enjoyable, I would say, basically because he had to face a lot of turmoil in his life and he had to come out of it in a very positive manner because always life has been tough to him, according to him. He lost his father when he was about 11 years of age and the benefit of looking after the family had to be present and he had to shoulder the family responsibility as well as take his education as well. When he had a lot of dreams about studying big and going ahead in his career as a very professional life, but he could not make it because the early instead of his father's death had to be somewhat made into the life as it comes. At the age of 20, we could say, he was able to get a job in a government organization. He had no options because the studies could not be continued because the family members were there, having a sister and things like that. So he had to take up the role of whatever the job that came to him. And he took the job very earnestly and started working on it. Unfortunately, the job had not been in his native place, so he had to work a place which was about 300-400 kilometers from his place. Very early in the age of 20, where a lot of dreams and things like that would be there, expectations are there, he had to shoulder the responsibility of the family. So that time he had to move and move on in life. So he had to sacrifice his education later so that he can come up in life with a good job that was available to him. He had some dream of education, as I said. So what he did after joining the government organization, there was a lot of time. So he did not waste that time. So he utilized his time after office hours to a lot of activity in terms of education. To be a professional degree, as also this line of business, he started to take some qualifications which were really helping him to come up in life. He spent most of his time in taking the education part of it, and of course compromising not to come to a city where his parents were there, and of course his sister. He had to marry off his sister after a couple of years of his marriage. It was a very important activity in his life where he had to be shouldering the responsibility of running a marriage. People always feel comfortable in their comfort zone. I am talking about this story which is there. Always comfort doesn't come to you, and we have to make ourselves comfortable in the situation we are, and make them also feel that we are comfortable to others, and we not show that we are comfortable. So that was the situation where he had to, and had a lot of efforts in getting the marriage done. Later, he had to get a promotion in his life, in his profession as well. And he had to move about a place which is far away from the current position. He had to move to a hill station which was far off, and it was taking about 6 hours from the current place of his posting. And he had to go a long way, crossing the forest as well as hilly terrain. He stayed there because he got a promotion. And when one of his parents, he had settled there, when they moved into the place, they saw really how difficult was that terrain to go and reach there. As luck would have it, because he wanted to come to the city but could not get a transfer. So he was very much happy with the way he was and was trying to move, but he had to move forward from this place and far away from this place. So then he said, what would be the situation? He said, take the situation as it comes, it will be taken possible. So he took the promotion, he went to the place. Later, as luck would have it, he got married also. At the time of marriage also, there was a lot of dilemma whether he had to be there, his wife will come there or not. And a lot of people had to think that, okay, the wife is there, anyways it comes. So he had to get married and he had to take his family there. As luck would have it, lots of things happened in everybody's life. This transfer, political transfer to his native place, he got it after marriage of about 8 months. But that was a very phenomenal achievement for him as in his life because he was able to come and reach his native place. Post-marriage and even post-marriage, he had to come to his place and he got settled in his place. Later, he had some sort of career aspirations as well. The career aspirations was not as expected. In spite of his being qualified and a lot of efforts in getting himself qualified in all aspects, he could not get that effort of the levels he wanted to reach. So he took another decision of not being in his comfort zone. He moved on. He moved on to say that I will move on this organization which doesn't recognize me to the extent he was expecting. So he moved on, and he moved on to a place which was not going to be rosy, as uncomfortable as could be. And he moved to the private sector place. There he chose his career and he started working hard. There also, he was also having the benefit of his own professional life and things like that, so where his qualification was recognized. Later, as luck would have it, or whatever is said, he had another option, even though it was not comfortable, but was a bigger role which he was to have. That one was also taken to him to the levels that he thought he will reach something in life. Later, when he looked back in his life, he thought, okay, this is the decision I have taken, I have to take too long. And he took that decision very clearly and very positively that I will come up in life. That was a stream which was not his goal, but he acknowledged that and he wanted to become a professional in that. After 3 years of his operation, getting that, he was happy and his company was also recognizing him that he was doing a good job. Family-wise, also he was very positive. Why I am narrating this story is that every time life is not as we work like, every time I always have a feeling that people should take things positively and always positive things will happen to them. Now, if you look at the roads today, if I were coming up, because of the rain, it will be totally shattered. You cannot drive the vehicle as smooth as possible. But those who come like later, that the roads will be laid and the path will be smooth. Similarly, in life also, every day the life will not be as smooth as we look like and want to be. Always we have to take the road that is difficult to maneuver. Later, it will become as simple as possible, and we can always strive towards taking the things, whatever destination we are. Any messages about who I'm talking about? Thank you. Next slide.
Thank you, Professor Shadri. It was really I think an inspiring story. Of course, while we were going through the story, everybody was thinking that it's your own story because your kids were like sitting very serious. Yo, daddy didn't start it. Okay, let's go ahead with the interesting story contest. And I'd like to invite Smita. Can you pick up one of the slips from the bowl? Just pick up one of the slips, please. Welcome to Toastmaster Vrinda. Toastmaster Vrinda is a new member to our club. She is just a month old with us, and she has taken the challenge to present her first speech as a part of the storytelling contest. So please give her a big round of applause. Vrinda is a first-year student in mechanical engineering, and the title of her speech is "Paddy and the Straw." Over to Toastmaster Vrinda. Great.
Namaste and a very good evening to one and all present here. The title of my story is The Paddy and the Straw. It is a fine, pleasant, wonderful morning on a grand open field where the paddy crops waving their hands to the tunes of the air. They were very happy. They felt proud. They were all fully grown and ready to be harvested. They stood a little bent, admiring each other's beauty. They were partying. It's their time. That's what they felt. And during this time of partying and excitement, there came a sound telling, I hate myself. I'm useless. I'm fit for nothing. Why am I being like this? Why has God given me such a birth? All these sorts of things. The crops stopped for a while, and then they started partying again. But still, that sound kept on coming again and again. Then after some time, the crops turned back and asked, who was it? There was no reply. Then the crops started asking again and again, who is it, who is it, who is it? And after a very long time came a reply, it's me, turn back. The crops turned back. There were a heap of straw. Then the crops asked the straw, what made you tell all these things? Why did you tell these things? Then the straw replied, see where you are and where I am. You are honored. You are respected by people all around. From the time the seeds are sown to the time you grow, people protect you. They take utmost care so that you grow well. You lead a prestigious and a most respectful life. Your people's priority. You will lead a king's life. They plant scarecrows so as to protect you from the crows and other things. And at night, dogs protect you. But this is not my story of life. See where I am. No one is there to take care of me. I am of no use. At least you reciprocate to people by providing them with food. But see what I am. I am not able to do anything to anyone, and so people are less bothered about me. Wherever I am, whatever I am, no one is scared. But see, this made me tell all these things. After completed telling this, there came a loud laughter sound. Suddenly, the crowd and the chaff turned back to see who it was. It was a chaff. It told, it had with a very swanky smile and a lot of pride in its voice, told, see, what has made you like this? You cannot change anything. Just live it like that. See, what is destined to happen will surely happen, and this is your fate. You need to live your life in this way. So better stop complaining and start living in this way. Hearing this, the reaction of the straw became changed from bad to worse. The crop became really very angry. It turned towards the chaff and told, see, you yourself are useless. What sort of joy do you get by hurting the straw by telling all these words? By telling this, after hearing this, the chaff kept quiet. And then the crop turned back to the straw and said, not to worry, and thanked it. And the straw became really, it was actually taken aback. He said, thanking me? Why do you thank me? What did I do to you? Then the crop smiled and replied, Scarecrow is the one which protects me all the time. And you know what? This scarecrow is made out of you. Maybe it's covered by shirt and pant. But what is it all made up of? It is made up of only the straw. And moreover, who said so? Who is useless? Dogs, cows, buffaloes, you serve as food to them. And one thing, pulling a temple car would be a nightmare without a rope. And what is this rope made up of? This rope is made up of you, the straw. This prestigious thing of pulling a car is done and can be done only by you. You should feel honored. Why do you feel so? Hearing this, the straw became really, very, very happy. It became satisfied and honored too. It smiled, and the crop was also very, paddy crop was also very happy after seeing the smile of the straw. So, what do you understand from the story? It all depends on us, how we look at our life. We can do all possible things in our form instead of blaming and complaining at others or what we are. We can do all possible things. Just stop complaining and start working. It's one thing which we come to know through this story. All the things which are created by this humanity in this world has its own purpose of living. From the small coconut in the top of the tree to the biggest pumpkin on the floor has its reason for living. What if the coconut at the top tells that it is bored of hanging there all the time, and the pumpkin tells that it is, coconut at the top tells that it is feeling tired hanging there all the time, and the pumpkin on the floor tells it is feeling bored and they want to change their position. Just think of it. Live your life to the fullest and do whatever you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, and scary and very interesting and fabulous story. First time coming from you on this stage. Please give a round of applause. As we are live, we have to accept the way life takes us forward, because everybody has aspiration, ambitions to hit 10,000 billion marks, just like the startups are doing today. But it's 1% of the effort and 99% of the perspiration, or people say. Going ahead with the contest, let me ask this young lady to pick up one of the sticks. Oh, okay. Now we have a Toastmaster who is in the profession of teaching and educating kids and starting them, preparing them for tomorrow. We have Toastmaster Priyadarshini. Title of the story of Toastmaster presentation is Rahul, Thought or Not.
It was 7th May 2015. A huge mob and the mass media thronged in front of the Directorate of School Examination Building in Chennai. Friends, do you know why? Okay, let me tell you. Exam results, of course, right. A huge mob and the mass media thronged in front of the Directorate of School Examination Building to know the Class 12 results of 2014-2015 batch. At the same time, my friend Soumya with her husband Srini were seated in front of the computer. They looked so nervous. After some time, Soumya stood up and shouted, "Rahul, where are you? Rahul, Rahul." But there was no answer. A little girl peeped inside their room and said, "Mom, Rahul had gone to the temple." Soumya looked at Srini and said, "Like father, like son, had gone to the temple to bribe God." Immediately Srini said, "Yes, Soumya, you are right. He had gone to bribe the God in order to escape from you." After some time, the doorbell rang. The little girl ran and opened the door. Rahul rushed inside and straight he went near the computer. Srini clicked the mouse button. A new screen appeared on the screen. It asked for the registration number. Srini immediately typed 14085. Another window appeared. It showed the marks of Rahul. It said 1159 on 1200. Tears rolled down Rahul's eyes. The couple were shocked to see this. Immediately, Soumya, in order to get rid of the situation, said, "Rahul, do you think your father was upset when he just scored 900 or 1200 in his board examinations?" Then Srini said, "Rahul, do you think your mom cried when she just got 800 or 1200 in the board examinations?" Then Rahul looked at his parents and said, "Mom, Dad, my cause of concern is about my friend Ram, who scored the same marks as I. But we are even more scared whether if you get the best college in the town. We would like to get the best college in the town without paying the application fee. We want to get through merit by lot and not loan. Those masters, this is a pathetic condition of the studious students in our country. Even if they get the best college, they don't get a decent job with a decent pay. So they prefer abroad." Okay, let us see what happened to Rahul. I happened to go to the company Soumya for Rahul's admissions. I visited a couple of colleges. First, since Rahul had a passion for medicine, we went to a medical college. We were asked to wait outside the principal ma'am's room. We waited for a long time. After a long time, the principal came. She called us inside. We went inside after handovering our mobile phones to the office admin. Then the principal looked at the mark sheets of Rahul and said, "Rahul, you have scored very good marks." In fact, in our college, we give admissions only for cutoff 198. But in your case, you got 196. So you have to pay a capitation fee of rupees 50 lakhs. Apart from that, you have to pay tuition fees of 15 lakhs per annum. Then if you want to pursue dentistry, in that case, you have to pay 20 lakhs as a capitation fee and 10 lakhs per annum. Apart from this, you have to buy materials for the dentistry. And one more important thing, she said, you have to bring patience during the 4th year. So we came out, and then second day, we went to an engineering college. Again, the same procedure. We waited outside for a long time. Then the principal called us inside. He went through the marks of Rahul. He said, "Rahul, you have scored very good marks. We give admissions for 197 cutoff. In your case, you got 196. So, you are supposed to pay capitation fees of 4 lakhs. In your case, I reduced 30,000. You pay 3.7 lakhs as a capitation plus 2 lakhs as a tuition fees. Since you got center in maths, and one more thing, in our college, our maths department is very strong. So, you must score center throughout all the semesters." Then Rahul became so disappointed, dejected and devastated. He decided not to join a medical college at all. he decided to give a twist to his release. So he waited for the counseling. He applied for the counseling, he waited. He kept his fingers crossed. Meantime, some of his friends joined the dental college, some of his friends, by paying the capitation fee, they joined the medical, some of them joined the best engineering colleges. Still, Rahul was so confused. So the D-Day came. At the date of the counseling, Rahul with his parents went for counseling. On the screen, it showed the number of vacancies, positions as well as the colleges. Now it was Rahul's turn. Early morning, there were 8 positions. And after an hour, it became 5. And after some time, it became 2. And finally, it became 1. Now it is Rahul's turn. He felt so nervous. It was a nail-biting moment for Rahul. If he did not get seat in this particular college, he has to pay the capitation fee. Then finally they entered the hall and the assistant, he told to lock 3 best colleges, whatever he preferred. But finally he had only 1 seat and he was waiting for a long time. After 2 to 3 minutes, a new screen appeared. Tears rolled down Rahul's eyes and he gave a broad smile to his parents. Parents were also happy. Suddenly, the cell phone rang. Rahul took out his cell phone and said, "Yes, Maji, I got the seat. It's not a note, it's through door," he said. "And you, Ra?" There was no answer. Over to the from the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyadarshini. This is the real life story of all the parents and the upcoming parents. We put so much of pressure on our kids. Everybody wants their son and daughters to become Sundar Pichais and Bansals of the card and whatnot. But we don't really realize that putting so much of pressure, we are not only antagonizing them, but at the same time putting our lives also under huge pressure. My son is in 11th standard, so I can understand the story that he has just recited, as I am going to be in the same situation in less than maybe 12 months' time. But of course, nowadays knowledge, maybe we are all bending the rules of life, and we're just going ahead with the saying that knowledge can be bought. It's no longer that knowledge can be acquired by efforts and by putting hard work and dedication. It's just the money, and we're just spinning the game everywhere. Thank you, Professor Priyadarshini. It was really a touching story. To get into the contest, let's invite the 4th participant who would like to draw a slip. Shashank. Oh, thanks. We have an interesting Toastmaster who is very famous, vibrant for his speeches, and I'm sure he is going to really make you mesmerized with his speech. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Venkatesh. He's got a story with an interesting title. I've not heard the story, but I'm sure the story is going to really be of interest to us all. The title of the story is Frankenstein. All the best.
First, the title of my story is Frankenstein. It's a horror story. It's a dog story. It won't be suitable for the family audience, but I didn't have a choice because I dragged into the contest by the president and VP. My name was unfortunately put in the contest, and I had last minute preparation. I had nothing in hand. So this is a old classic fictional story novel written by Mary Shelley, and it's suitable. There is a clean version for that. It's a fictional story, but it has a clean version for that. So I'm going to enact a thing from that story. So friends, it's been talking for with this. So in the North Pole, Robert Walton was riding a big ship. He was the captain of the ship, and he was seeing a man in the drowned in the river. So So he was showing, please help me, please help me. So Robert Walton pulled him up and he kept him in his ship. And this person was weak and he was caught up with pneumonia because he was inside the ice. And this person, Robert Walton, asked him, tell me your story, why you were inside the sea, down inside the sea. And the person told, my name is Frankenstein. My name is Frankenstein. I am one of the mad scientists. I am one of the crazy scientists. So he started to tell his own story. So Frankenstein was born with a brother and during his 18th or 20th age, what happened was his mother died due to fever. So because of that, he wanted to create new life. Because of that depression, he started to read through chemistry, alchemy, natural philosophy, and he started to do a lot of research. Due to his dedication and passion, he started to collect all the inanimate objects and he assembled it in the zoo. And at that time, electricity and chemical things are going in perfection. So he ignited a life into a creature, and that creature is called as Frankenstein's monster. It's a famous story. And what happened was, in the lab, he kept the creature and he gave electricity to the creature. Like Chiti Robo in Indian movie, he gave electricity to the creature. The creature started to walk and he opened his eyes. And Frankenstein ran away from the room because what he saw was a monster. He created a monster. He scared of the monster which he created. He ran away. He abandoned the monster and ran away. He abandoned his creation and ran away. And the monster has become an orphan. He is just now he is born and he has no father, he has no mother, he has nobody to take care. So what to do? The monster went into the village and the villagers seen this creature, 8 feet tall and such a broad body, different shape and external face. The villagers got frightened. They put slap, tap, 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 and they slapped the creature and hit him badly. It ran into the forest. So the monster was so depressed, and due to depression, he came across Frankenstein's brother, and the monster strangled the neck of his brother and killed Frankenstein's brother. Later, Frankenstein got to know about that, and he went and met the monster. And what the monster told is, I'm alone, I'm away from the people, so create me a female companion. Like in the Indian movie, the robot was alone, he wanted a female companion. So the monster asked for a female companion. So Frankenstein agreed for that, and again he made research. For 2 years he continuously made research and created a female companion. But what happened in the Indian movie? One robot started to generate more robots and they started to overpower the humans. So after 2 years, this thought came to Frankenstein, and in front of the robot, in front of Frankenstein monster, he killed the female company. He developed it for 2 years, but finally he killed it. So the monster told, I will meet you in the wedding night. In the wedding night, I will meet you. So later, when Frankenstein wanted to end his marriage, the monster killed his wife also. So finally Frankenstein was alone and he wanted to take revenge. So Frankenstein went in search of the monster. The monster went to North Pole in the snow region. So Frankenstein went and tried to catch him, but it drowned inside the sea. This was the story of Frankenstein, and now he is with the captain of the ship. And during that night, when the captain went to sleep, he got some sound. I came out and saw that the monster was hanging on top of the Frankenstein. So monster was not ready to kill because he was guilty of all the harms he has done to Frankenstein, and finally Frankenstein is the deathbed, so he didn't do anything, and he left him away, and by the time Frankenstein died, and during that time he told to the captain of the ship that he will not be seen again. He is again going into the Arctic forest and he will not be seen again. Even I am going to die. That's what the monster told, and he went into the forest and disappeared. Friends, why I selected this story often was I read an article today morning about mobile phones, social media, Facebook, everything is turning into Frankenstein. Man created machines and machines started to should have mastery over it. You should not be slave to it. Even including my 2-year kid, every time he raised mobile phone, the video games, everything, it was addicted to it. Every one of us cannot stop ourselves with checking emails, Facebook, social media, Twitter, and we are all addicted to the machines we have created. So I call this mobile phone, social media, everything as a monster. We have to overpower this monster. Be a master over these kind of devices and gadgets, and not to be enslaved to that. If Frankenstein has overpowered his monster, they would all would have created a great scientific achievement, and it would have been a great thing in the world. So this is the story which I want to give us a message, and following month it's celebrated all around US, where people come in ghost costumes, and this is the time when horror movies are hitting Tamil. That's why I selected a story. Maybe it is inappropriate for the audience, but I had no other option because I was dragged into the Congress president and VP.
Thank you, Mr. Venkatesh. We are lucky that I have tried it in the contest. Don't really keep trying to this contest. We really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the story. I hope all of us enjoyed this story. Isn't it?
Yes.
And actually, Frankenstein, the monster should have been happy to get rid of his wife. Anyway. That was an interesting story, and we are running ahead of the time. So I will quickly invite the young lady. Yes, please come. Let's pick up one of the scripts quickly. Great, thank you. The next speaker is requires no introduction. I just need to state his name. He's no other than Dr. B.D.M. Rao. The title of his speech is Learn ABC through MTC, but that's not important. The most important thing is that I am with MTC for the last 11 months now, and I am today feeling jealous of Dr. Rao. Just look at him and look at me. You know? He is looking younger than me. Maybe he is, but he is looking very vibrant and colorful. All the best, Dr. Rao.
You can able to good afternoon, Postmaster Lu, and because he cares about me because I came history, because I want to celebrate 300 people, that's why I came here in this day. So my story is learn ABC through MTC. What is MTC? Yes, all I think in the better sort of know, isn't it? So what is ABC? Alphabets? Good. What about members of Metastory? What is ABC? Okay, ABC A stands for awareness to become a leader, and B stands for build your self-concept. C stands for channelize your energy for success. So I want to connect these three because my name is Trinadhar, first 3 letters are 3. So I want to bring all 3 dots to connect, to give us some story here. Because again, like what Venkatesh told, our president has pulled me for storytelling. Because you are a founder member and you have to tell a story. See, first thing here is awareness to become a leader. What is awareness? See, one of my friends, so he has studied along with me and he has become a very senior executive in the multinational company. He visited one of the saints who has came to his city, Tirunananthapuram, and he went to meet that saint to get something about the awareness. And he went to the saint, and as usual saint, before he is going, a lot of people are there and saint is giving some lot of people are asking questions and he is giving answers to the problems of their life. And he posted it to the site and he asked how to get awareness, self-awareness. My friend is Dr. Satyakumar. So he asked the saint how to get self-awareness. The saint looked at him and asked him, who are you? Then he told, I am Dr. Satyakumar. Then he told, that is your name. Then Satyakumar got puzzled. So he has told that I am a doctorate from IIT Madras. Then he told that is your qualification. Then he got puzzled now. He has to tell something about who he is. Then he told I am a director for one of the multinational company. He told that is your designation. Then he got puzzled. So what he has to tell? Then he told I am a human being. He told that there is one of the spicy, because a lot of spices are there in the world, you are one of the human being. Then again he is mystified. What he has to tell? Who I am. Then he told, I am a Malayalam speaking person. Then he told, yes, it doesn't rate of your language. Who you are. Then this time he has understood. He doesn't know who he is. Then again he prostrated saying, he is telling, Lord, I don't know who I am. Please tell me. Then he told, this is the first step to get awareness of yourself. Drop all your labels. Then you will learn who you are. My dear friends, when you are coming to Madras Toastmaster Club, like Amrita, she is a student, drop your label. Like Rupesh, he may be vice president, drop your label. Like of Sheshadri, he may be vice president, drop your label. Once you are coming to the meeting, 2 hours meeting, we are all same. Then you contribute to the meeting, 2 hours meeting. You will aware yourself, what are your strengths. Then you will become a leader. That is the first A. Then A from the Madras Toastmaster. Coming to the B, what is build? Build your self-concept. Andhra Pradesh State Reorganization Act 2014. They divided state into 2. And Hyderabad became a capital for 10 years. Two states, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. But Andhra Pradesh wants their own capital. October 22nd, you would have seen Prime Minister Modi, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, Telangana Chief Minister KCR, Singapore Trade Minister Ishwaran, Japan Trade Minister Takagi, all this came the foundation in Tullur for the new capital, people's capital, Amravati. The Amravati is one of the new capitals going to be Andhra. But first phase is already around 217 kilometers, comprising 3 mandals, 31 districts, a few small hamlets. There was one of the hamlet which is having 10 acres of land, is very important for the Amravati capital. First phase of construction. That land belongs to Krishnaya, who is a very old farmer and a very poor farmer. Because he is alone, he doesn't want to cultivate the land. He used to raise the cows and horses in that land. Because of this Amravati capital, he became a rich in one night. Because 10 acres land has sold to the others. Before coming to the government, some people are bought the crores of rupees. So he became a rich. What he has to do? Because he doesn't have family. He bought a big car, very nice shoot, and he has taken the car nearby village. He used to go to all the streets because he wants to show he is a rich man. And when the car is going, he will get up and say, hi, like this. Sometimes he used to tell hi. And sometimes he will go and speak to nearby people because he is a humble, poor soul, alien. Then it's going on the streets, the car, big car. But happened to be, the car is not got any accident. It's not ran over near the people. So the logic is very simple. Because the car is not driven by driver. It is pulled by 2 horses. So 2 horses are pulling the car. That's why he can able to rotate, you can able to say hi and all those things. The local mechanic told the car doesn't have any problem. Because this old man doesn't know how to put a key, how to ignite the car. But the 2 horses are pulling the car, but inside the engine there are thousands of horses of power is there. So he doesn't know. So my dear friends, we are also like that. We don't know what is our strength inside. We are always looking for the 2 horses strength outside. So you have to improve your self-concept. Self-concept is very important. Build your own self-concept. Very important because it will be useful for you to grow, capacity to change, and you win whatever you want. So that is the way you want to build a self-concept. We have a platform called MTC, Madras Toastmaster Club. Come every week, give a project, bring your self-concept. Don't imitate others. You have 1,000 powers of strength in you. Build your concept. That is what I call B. To get how to improve your concept, self-concept. You learn B from Madras Toastmaster Club. Having said that, you got the awareness to become a leader. You have built self-concept. These two, if you are mixing, in a balanced way, I am sure you will get a channelizing your success. That's what you are seeing me. We started 300 meetings before. Almost 7 years back, we started in last Toastmasters. We produced a lot of leaders. We produced a lot of communicators. They are all, even in fact, first time meeting, people have called me, I am not able to give 2 minutes table talks. Now I can able to give hours up together in front of audience. That is the power of Toastmaster platform. Please come and enjoy your meeting, learn ABC and teach to ABC to others. Go to the
Thank you, Dr. Rao. Really inspiring speech. I think more number of meetings and the number of years we are going to Dr. Rao with last Toastmasters Club. We can in fact write a book. This is the second time I am hearing another abbreviation. The first abbreviation that we heard was PhD, passion, hard work and living. This is the next one, ABC. So we are always inspired by your learnings and analysis that you do in terms of Toastmasters. So friends, it's time for us to join the party, which is happening in the next door. We'll take a quick 10 minutes break. We have the tea over here. Let's have tea and then join.